Well, this sucks. After about 9.5 hours between the doctor's office and the ER, some imagery, we have come to the conclusion that I most likely tore my rotator cuff. I currently cannot externally rotate my arm or raise it to the side under my own power, especially without pain. After we do an MRI to confirm what the extent of the damage is, we'll probably pursue surgery at some point. That's where we're at right now. So first and foremost, thank you to the tons of people who reached out and commented and sent me your support via my story yesterday. I appreciate that. I appreciate that energy, y'all, but I'm going to be just fine. I've got a lot of experience dealing with injuries and how they can set you back or present themselves as a speed bump. I already know how I'm about to tackle this. My big concern right now is about a month and a half ago, I set challenge for myself to demonstrate that you could build this very achievable body that all these SARMs goblins like Togi has without putting your body at the risk that he is by putting all of that crap into his body, putting his heart, his freaking kidneys, his liver, his brain at risk. And that's not even touching the substance abuse issues.
Creatine is a hell of a drug.
I still hold firm to that, but looking at this is something that'll put kind of, a kibosh or a damper or a pause on that effort, right? How about nah? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of days to get to the point where this heals enough to allow me to raise my arm and move my arm under my own power. Then I'm going to identify the exercises that I can do without aggravating the situation, increasing my pain level, or holding me back, because that is what you do when you get hurt. When you stop moving, you start dying. I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. This isn't stubborn willfulness. This isn't, oh, I set a goal, so I'm going to achieve it anyway. Though I can appreciate that mentality in some folks. What this actually is the best course of action. Just sitting here and resting isn't going to improve the situation. Being as active as you can, doing what you can, when you can, intelligent programming, being careful but being consistent, continuing to move. Those are the things that you do. So I'm not going to let this hold me back. I'm not changing a damn thing other than which exercises I choose in order to build this shoulder, in order to build my pec. Everything else is going to be fine. We'll make adjustments where we need to. Don't let things get bigger than they actually are. Take an honest assessment. When life is unfair at you, which it often will be, when you encounter an obstacle, you encounter a challenge or something to that effect, take an honest accounting. How much is this really going to affect me? How much is it really going to hold me back? Because if you don't do that, then you're just making room for excuses. And if you're making excuses, you are not making progress. So if you want to join me in making the point to these young people, I invite you to come along with me. The program that I put together for this is free. You want it, just ask me for it. It's yours. So when I've been hurt in the past, I haven't always made it like a big deal. Certainly didn't make it the focal point of content or anything like that. But some folks over the years have pointed out that I missed an opportunity to share with you how I choose to work around an injury. And I think I'm going to do that differently this time. So I'm going to be very open about, the exercise selection, adjustments, and choices that I have to make. I'm going to be sharing with you, the progress of the shoulder, the results of the MRI, all that kind of stuff, so that if it inspires anybody out there to keep trying despite the fact that you're facing a challenge, I want that for you. So to be clear, I'm going to be fine. This is going to heal. It might require surgery. I'll go through that. I'll heal. So yeah, this sucks, but it's not the end of the world, and it's not going to stop us from doing what we set out to do. This time around, I plan to be much more open about the process, the choices that I'm making, sharing updates, not so much as to make it a focal point of content, but for all of the folks over the years who have reached out and asked me, when you get hurt, what do you do? How do you navigate around it? This is an opportunity for me to share my personal experience and my knowledge, and I'm going to do that. And hopefully by sharing this process with everybody, I will be able to demonstrate to you that life, yeah, it's unfair. It's going to throw curveballs at you. But at the end of the day, the only thing that can really stop you is you. And what a shame it would be to be the only thing stopping you from getting what you want. Anyway, we got this. It's going to be fine. I'm going to take a couple of days. I'll see you in the gym.